Hello, hello, visionary entrepreneurs, life changers. Welcome back to our abundance reading. Today is our day 199. Whoa, we are further continuing. Well, every day we're closing to finishing this book, Traffic Secrets by Russell Brunson. This whole July and later of June, we've been reading this book. I know I've been traveling, so the progress is like every day, little by little. But we are making progress, right? It's almost like at the end of this book. And we've already finished 16 secrets about this book, Traffic Secrets, right? This is your underground playbook for filling your website and funnels with your dream customers by Russell Brunson. He's a co-founder of ClickFunnels, and it's a super fast growing and successful, you could say it's a software company and also like services, like software and also consulting or business marketing services company. And today we are continuing on the next one, the secret number 17, other people's distribution channels. I'm going to share a little secret with you. I have a lot of entrepreneur friends who watch Shark Tank, as they should, and they believe for some reason that each shark has the Midas touch, where any business they touch will magically turn into gold. You can see this belief in every pitch given inside the Shark Tank. Entrepreneurs are willing to give up huge percentages of their companies with the hope that one of the sharks touching their company alone will cause it to explode. I love Shark Tank. In fact, I watched pretty much every episode of Shark Tank and its overseas sister show, Dragon's Den. Yes, I've watched all the Canadian and the UK versions as well. Wow. Dragon's Den, it's my first time. Let me see. Dragon's Den, Shark Tank. I even copied of Japan's version, The Tigers of Money. But I couldn't understand a word anyone said. Regardless, I am a shark, dragon, and tiger nerd, and I watch closely the types of deals that each shark takes. For this example, I'm going to focus on the US version of Shark Tank and some of the sharks you are probably more familiar with. So, Zheng, he built up the famous brand Fubu, F-U-B-U, and spent his young youth building a distribution channel to sell clothing and other similar items to retail. Lori Gariner, she's created over 700 retail products and built up a distribution channel to sell products on TV through QVC, as well as infomercials. She has also built strong distribution channels with most major retailers. See, all this kind of talking about the distribution channels, right? And Mark Cuban, he built up and sold broadcast.com for $5.6 billion. He also spent decades building online and offline media distribution channels, which included his purchase of the Landmark Theaters in 2003. Wow. Theaters. I could go on and on with all the other sharks, but I'll stop with just these three to illustrate my point. As you watch the entrepreneurs pitch the sharks, notice which deals each of the sharks bite on. Really, is it a matter of them picking any business, knowing that their Midas touch will magically make it successful? On the contrary, they pick businesses based on whether or not they can plug them into their pre-built distribution channels. It's like, yeah, the business has already built like almost like a success criteria. We could see that, and evaluation, right? Based on that, those sharks only invest in profitable opportunity. They will not waste their time and money, right? And those that are not profitable one. So it's just if they have a good sense, those businesses already like has the potential to be successful. Think about it. With every closing deal that you see, yes, the sharks will talk about it. But if Lori can't see it on TV, or if Mark doesn't have an influencer with their own followers distribution channel that he can instantly plug it into, they'll find a way to say no. Yes, they will all think about how they could leverage, how could they benefit from it, right? But when Demand sees a closing deal, he knows that in just one phone call, he can plug that product into his existing distribution channel and will get paid from that connection for the rest of his life. Oh, you see the difference? Let me see. So it's like how do you call it? Diamond Zheng has already the distribution channel. Lori also be the distribution channel, right? With major retails. So let's say the same thing happens when someone pitches a product that would be a good fit for Lori's distribution channel. Notice how her eyes light up when she can see this product on TV or picture this at Bed Bath & Beyond. She owns the distribution channel, and if the product is a good fit, she plugs it in. The same is true with Mark and every other shark or dragon who has ever been on the shoot. They are already like mega successful, so they've already built up their distribution channel. Okay, that's why they are the shark, and they are looking for products they can plug into it. That's the big secret. People often ask me which types of businesses I invest in or which partnerships I do, and my choices are 100% based on the distribution channels that I know and understand. See here. Choices are 100% based on the distribution channels that I know and understand. You do not want to choose anything you are not familiar with, right? Because that's like a risk and you have to learn from scratch. If I don't know where someone should buy their traffic or which lists they should rent or who could get their site ranked or who could make their video go viral, I'll never touch the project. I only take on projects that I know will work with 100% certainty and which I know will work because I already have a distribution channel in place for them. See that? So we say that I know will work with 100% certainty and only take on projects, which I know will work because I already have a distribution channel in place for them. So they are actually looking for products fit their own distribution channels, right? I share this because you need to understand that each of your Dream 100 has a distribution channel. That's why they are on your Dream 100 list. Each person has them Midas touch, and it's your job to figure out how you can plug your products into their distribution channels. So distribution channels, number 1, email solo ads. Let me see how many numbers. Email solo ads, and then 2 and 3 is Facebook Messenger and desktop push, other distribution channels, integration marketing. Okay, that's it. Distribution channel 1, number 1 is email solo ads. We spent the whole first section of this book focusing on how you can build up your own distribution channel by converting traffic that you earn and buy into traffic that you own, your own list. There are hundreds of people in almost every market who have already built up their own email lists, and one of the easiest ways to quickly increase your traffic is to buy ads in their email lists. One of the easiest ways to quickly increase your traffic is to buy ads in their email lists. When I'm looking for email lists to buy ads in, I'm traditionally looking for a solo publisher, someone who has already created their own brand and list where I can pay them to send out an email talking about my products or services. You can also reach out to bigger brands that you can pay to send out ads in their newsletters. So you want to find those ones with bigger email lists, right? So it's just like about ads, not really like that kind of official ads, but you want them to write almost like a promote you, right, in their emails. That's their ads, like private ads by those influencers. The solo publishers are likely already on your Dream 100. By the way, eventually you want to become one of those, right? Influencers and other people's Dream 100. So you want to build your own list so that one day your list will be valuable. It will become your assets, right? Let me see. Okay. All right. The solo publishers are likely already on Dream 100, and it can be a simple process to ask them if they are willing to sell a solo ad in their newsletter. The ones who've had experience with this will typically say yes and have some sort of base pricing. Bigger brands will usually have an online media kit that lists their prices if you want to buy an ad in their lists or on their websites. So bigger brand already selling their ads, right? Bigger brands will usually have an online media kit listing their price. If you want to buy any ads in the list on the website. You can also find a lot of advertising opportunities in email newsletters by searching on Google. I'll often type in manage email advertising. For example, online marketing, email advertising, or like manage online media kit, or like online marketing media kit. And I can usually find publishers. Let's see. Email advertising or online media kit. And that will sell me a place in your email list. I always join their lists for a few weeks before I buy any ad, so I can see how they treat their list. If they only send tons of promotions, then I figure they speed up their list pretty badly, and they are probably not the type of list I want to rent. However, if they send out good stuff and have a good relationship with the list, then I'll contact them and for a media kit. Not all clients are equal. Fewer clicks from a newsletter where someone has a good relationship with the publisher will always be better than more clicks from someone who has a bad relationship with their audience. That's very interesting, right? So it is that fewer clicks, because now here is not quantity, okay, it's more quality. Fewer clicks from newsletter where someone has a good relationship with the publishers will always be better than more clicks from someone who has a bad relationship with their audience. And it's like, even though you have a fewer clicks, but if the host has a good relationship with their audience, the chances will you get more conversion. But if the relationship is not good, no matter how many people clicked, maybe they will not buy, right? I wish I could give you a set pricing that you would typically pay, but it almost always ends up in a negotiation. So keep in mind that their rates are usually negotiable. They say, suckers pay rate card. And I tend to believe this is true. Suckers pay rate card. Publishers will usually try to have you pay based on how many people are on their list, because that larger number serves them. But I would prefer to pay based on how many clicks their emails typically get. Okay, pay based on how many clicks their emails typically get, instead of pay based on how many people are on your list. Because that's easy one, right? That's like a static status, like, oh, they have a huge list, then they want you to pay more. But you want to pay how many clicks the emails typically get, right? You want to really pay it's not truly conversion yet, but it's like true interest. To find out that number, I usually ask to see a report of the last 5 to 10 emails they sent out and how many clicks each email got. Okay, that's a great strategy, okay? Ask to say a report of the last 5 to 10 emails sent out and how many clicks each email get. Then I reverse engineer the process by saying to myself, if I were to get that many clicks, then based on my normal landing page conversion rates, I should make how much amount of money, right? So, okay, so you have like their click, you know the percentage, and then based on your normal landing page conversion ratio, then you will know how many people could you eventually convert, right? And then you can calculate the money. This process helped me know approximately how much I'm willing to spend to pay for that ad. And I try to negotiate toward that number. Oh, so that's smart, reverse engineer. That's why, like, you can estimate how much money you can make based on another side, based on the partners and like the conversion rate, right? And then you could calculate how much money you can make. And based on that, you will see how much you would like to spend to pay for that ads, right? It's definitely, you want to be lower than your expectation, how much you can make so that you could make profit, right? You will not lose money. After you negotiate the ad cost, you will create the email, send it to the publisher, and then they'll send out the email for you. If they want to send you their email list and have you send the email out, then run away fast. Okay. If they want to send you the email list, have you send an email out randomly fast? Remember Russell shared with that story. He initially got the spam. He bought the email, and so they give you some like 20,000 emails, and he spent forever to really send out some emails. So this is a scam and not something you should ever do. They should be emailing their list from their servers with your creative that you gave them. That's true. They should be emailing their list from their servers with your creative that you give them, because the clicks will be based on their relationship with their list, right? If they give you some list, that's spam. Like they just copied it wherever, or maybe like created some like a email account. They told you that you have dozens of thousands, but maybe majority of them are faked. I like to have the email come from the publisher endorsing the landing page that I want to send the reader to, okay, the landing page. The best part about the email ads is you get results really fast. When someone sends the email, you get a majority of all your clicks within 12 hours. Within 12 hours. The rest of your clicks within 38 to 48 hours. And then the clicks usually stop. Say it's like up to 2 days, okay? Within 12 hours and up to 2 days. So we should remember that, okay? Over 2 days, the chances to get a conversion or needs is very slim. Okay, so I like to use email campaigns to test landing pages because I can run split tests really fast. The worst part about email ads is you can waste a lot of money fast if you are not ready. I may spend $5,000 on an email drop where the traffic will all come and go fast. And it says, if you spend 5,000 on an email drop, where the traffic will all come and go fast. But if I spend that same 5,000 on Facebook, I may be able to run traffic more slowly for a few weeks. So be aware of that as you are running email ads. Which one you want? The fast one or slow one? Right? Spend 5,000 on an email drop where the traffic will all come and go fast. Like many people click and then they disappear. That's like a waste of your advertisement, okay? So you spend that same money on Facebook, be able to run traffic more slowly for a few weeks. Say like 5,000 on Facebook. Initially where he put, spend 5,000 on an email drop. So email drop is not good. You want to be like on Facebook and run traffic more slowly for a few weeks. Okay. Lastly, solo publishers will often try to sell you sponsorship ads, which are similar ads embedded inside their emails. I'm not a huge fan of this, and I've had a really hard time getting them to be profitable. For me, if I can't buy a solo ad, meaning the entire email is my message, then I usually won't do it. Okay. Sponsorship ads, which are smaller ads embedded inside the emails. Okay. I've had a really hard time getting them to be flexible. So spontaneous sponsorship ads. Instead of I can say that Russell is supporting us to buy the email ads, but not sponsorship ads. Smaller ads embedded inside their emails. That's a smaller one. Okay. So those ones may not get people's attention, right? Okay, so Russell has already tested this for us. Okay, I had a very hard time getting them to be like profitable. So it's not profitable. So they can't buy a solo ad, meaning the entire email is my message. Then I usually won't do it. Okay, so the solo ads, meaning the entire email is your message. That's true. You do not want to be embedded into the whole email list and talking about different things, and you're just a small, like we said, tofu plug in the middle of somewhere, right? Nobody find you, and that's when you just like waste your money. Got it. Now, distribution channels number 2 and 3, Facebook Messenger and desktop push. As of today, I don't know many people sending ads in their messenger lists. But I do think that this market will start to grow. Usually the messages that are sent through Messenger needs to be a little more stealthy because Facebook doesn't like you sending out strategic promotions. Because Messenger doesn't allow you to send balanced, blatant, let's say. Messenger does not allow you to send blatant promotions. I need to check this word blatant. It's not quite familiar with me. To your subscribers. To open and click through rates are second to none. I recommend finding people in your Dream 100 who are actually building up messenger lists and asking them if you can buy ads to their lists. Okay, so messenger lists, okay? And then buy ads. The same is true with desktop push notification. This is notification. Oh, by the way, on social media, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, they all have notifications, right? So here he thought this is a newer type of list that is getting a lot of traction right now. We are starting to build up a Dream 100 list of people in our market who are building up these lists so we can purchase broadcasts from them. Purchase the broadcasts from them. Okay, other distribution channels. So here we talked about this. We talked about email solo ads, distribution channel, email ads, okay? And then it's Facebook Messenger and desktop push. Other distribution channel. There are tons of different distribution channels out there that you will identify as you keep your eyes open. Recently, I started going to all our Dream 100 and buying podcasts and direct mail campaigns to their buyer lists. Podcasts and direct mail campaigns to their buyers list. Sometimes it's harder to get them to block out the time, send an email, but most of them aren't sending anything to their educator in the mail. We've been setting up deals with them where they spend their customers. Oh, okay, we've been setting up deals with them where they send their customers shipping addresses to a secure mailing house. So we never actually get access to their addresses. Or we send a pre-approved mailing piece to that mailing house. The mailing house will then print our letter or postcard and then send it to the customer list of our partners. Wow. That's quite like a traditional distribution channel, right? I still remember when I was in corporate world, I worked on distribution channels as well. It's for software, antivirus, kind of a networking, kind of like IT related like training, products, training, and services. Let me see. Oh, here it is. New York is quite humid, I feel like. Okay, desktop push notifications. Okay, other distribution channels. I'm wondering what else. So desktop push and a messenger. That's Facebook Messenger, okay? And then email solo ads. Let's see. Ooh, there are tons of different distribution channels out there, but you will start identifying as you keep your eyes open. Recently, we started going to all our Dream 100 and buying podcasts and direct mail campaigns to their buyer lists. Sometimes it's harder to get time to block out the time. It's harder to get them to block out the time spent to send an email, but most of them aren't sending anything to their customers in the mail. We've been setting up deals with them where they send their customer. Okay, let me read this again. We've been setting up deals with them where they send their customers. Okay. Different channels. Oh, okay. He said he's going to Dream 100 buying podcasts and direct mail campaigns. Those podcasts, postcard and direct mail campaign to their buyers list. So those are physical products. Okay. Sometimes it's harder for them to get to the block out time, send an email. Okay, most of them aren't sending anything to their customers in the mail. I've been setting up deals with them where they send the customers shipping addresses to a secure mailing house, so we never actually get access to their addresses. While we send a pre-approved mailing piece to that mailing house, the mailing house will then print out letter or postcard and then send it to the customer list of our partners. Okay, got that part. See, like pre-approved mailing piece to that mailing house. Main house will print, send it to the customer list of our partners. I know that now it's late night, right? My brain power is reducing a lot, I would say, because today in the daytime I have so many things to deal with. So I need to, like, during this time your reading will be slower, because especially you want to fully understand, right? This is like a strategy and apply. It's not just like a easy fun reading. Let's see. Send a pre-approved mailing piece to that mailing house. The mailing house will then print out later and podcast and send it to the customer list of us. So it's basically just like a third party, okay? Third party. I would say it's like a mailing piece. How do you call that? Like some carriers, okay? Some carriers that help deal with the deal and all these kind of partners, like they could the shipping addresses to a secure mailing address, so the other partners will not get them directly because they were concerned about the competition, right? So some of my friends have built a big text message lists. So we are buying a text blasts from them. Others run big Facebook groups, so we are paying to post the sponsored post in their groups. Others have big groups on LinkedIn, so we are paying the group the group owners to send messages to the followers for us, and still others have large forums. So we are buying promotions to our customers' user base and banner ads on their sites. Promotion to the customer base, banner ads on their sites. So you want to leverage other people's large forums, okay? Depends on wherever they have. Okay, most of the blogs in the market sell ads on their sites. Some have big Google AdSense blogs, and we'll test ads initially using GDN to see if the ads convert well. So they will test the ads initially using GDN to see if the ads convert well. If they do, I'll go strictly to the blog or web owner and try to pay them to replace the text block with my banner ads. Okay, I've been paid people for their website exit pop-ups, so I can tap into the traffic that is leaving their website. Wow, that's so specific, right? It's like pay ads for the website exit pop-ups. So you said, are you sure you want to leave? Like, right? I can tap into traffic that is leaving their websites. Okay, there is an unlimited power of ways to do this. The key is to keep your eyes open for streams of traffic and distribution channels that people want. Keep your eyes open for streams of traffic and distribution channels people want. Then figure out how to buy ads in them. Each new distribution channel you plug into will give you a raise. Before I get out of my car, okay. Every day when I come to the office, the first thing I ask myself before I get out of my car is, how can I give myself a raise today? Immediately, every day he's thinking about how can I give myself a raise today, right? Immediately my mind will start looking for distribution channels in my market that I can tap into. Sometimes I'll remember a website, blog, or email list that I've been on forever that I forgot about it. Okay. When your mind is looking for these opportunities, somehow They start jumping out at you. When you don't have access to Facebook or Google ad like we didn't for so long, the number one way to get traffic is searching for these distribution channels and using them to build up your own lists. Let's see. Searching for these distribution channels and using them to build up your own list. That's Russell, right? It's just like he's first to search and they started them and they got the best lesson or inspirations or the secret of their success. And then he will practice. It's a hacking way, right? It's a hacking way. So he will just immediately improve his, let's see, he learned from those distribution channels and start plugging this technique into a daily routine. Oh. Immediately impact you. Now, integration marketing. My first mentor, Mark Joyler, whom I introduced you to earlier in this book, wrote a book called Integration Marketing. About a decade ago, it shifted my mindset from just finding distribution channels and buying ads in them to figuring out ways that we could integrate into the actual sales process of our Dream 100. Let me read this again. Okay. Breaking out ways that we could integrate into the actual sales process of our Dream 100. That means they're not doing just a simple promotion or ads, right? They are go deeper. Integrate into actual sales process of our Dream 100. Okay, it's just you get to their offer level. Okay, for example, let's say I find a partner who's getting 1,000 news leads into their funnels every day. Instead of just buying an ad one time to that list, what if my email was sent to every new lead on their email list on day 3? That way, I set up the deal once, but I get the benefit of that integration every day. Now, every day, 1,000 new people get my marriage. I'm now integrated into my parents' sales speeches. And as they grow their company, mine grow as well. Okay, set up the deal once, get the benefit of that integration every day. So for example, his partner is getting 1,000 new leads into the funnel. So they are getting, okay, partner who's getting new leads. You want to get those ones who's keeping adding new leads into their system. And so set up a deal once, right? You set up your, let's say, listen to every new leads. Okay. So actually, every 1,000 new people get my message. I'm now integrated into a parent's sales shoot process. And as they grow their company, my grows as well. Wow, not easy. Okay. So here's the illustration. Headline, email submit, that's a landing page. And you drive some traffic there. And then your partner's funnel. And you have a further like a headline and people in the middle of somewhere to do the login again. Gosh, I'm a little bit lost. I just want to show you this because now it's just like Elon Musk said, oh, let's sleep. Like it's damaging my brain. I'm not as smart as my usual. Okay, I know currently my IQ must be the lowest. This kind of illustration, but I have to say truly because this part I'm not familiar with at all. Okay, integration marketing. What's its purpose? Could integrate into actual sales process for Dream 100. Okay. So let's say headline your funnel, partner funnel. Let's see. Now I got it. So in the middle of the part, this is partner promotion, right? In the middle of it, somewhere from their email, they will introduce your link and they get into your funnel. So that's the integration of the sales process. Okay, this is sales process. Integration marketing works beyond just email. We've set up deals where we integrate a pop-up on people's blogs. So every reader of the blog gets promotion. Okay, reader the blog gets can potentially join my list. We've set up other deals where we have people add and exit pop up to their website so that when people leave their site, let me see, okay, exit pop up to the website so that when people leave their sites, exit pop up. A big percentage are sent over to our funnels. That's smart actually, because people are exit anyway, right? So pop up and okay, you see people are leaving and this is not impacting your sales process anyway, right? And you will send them to your partner's funnel. This is smart because then you can earn like affiliate commission if they make your partner make sales from their funnel. There are so many fun and creative things you can do. Your imagination is your only limitation. Okay, that's true. As soon as I became aware of this concept, I started looking for these integration opportunities everywhere. Wow, okay. Integration opportunities everywhere. I looked for products that people would need immediately before they started using ClickFunnels. Things like domain hosting, graphic design, and business licenses. Then I figured out a way to set up a partnership with each company. For instance, after a person buys their domain, gets a logo design, or gets their business set up, they are introduced to us. We set up many of these deals years ago. And because we are integrated into our partners' distribution channels, tons of customers are driven to us every day without us having to do anything. Again, this is genius, right? This is definitely a genius. So this part I need put a mark here because this is just like evergreen. If you put, I want to put a mark here, a bookmark here, because other parts it's just like those like campaigns or whatever you could do, like come and go, right? Including Facebook Messenger, desktop push. Let's say like email solo ads, right? You have to buy one by one. Like listen email, they will not continue send an email, maybe unless it's their email. Let's say email follow-up funnel stuff. But this integration marketing is definitely genius. And I like that pop-up stuff. And ingredient pop-up process every we can put in a journal list. Okay. So integrate pop-up on people's blogs. And that's one way. There's, let me see. Actually, the example with, let me see. Okay, we don't want some people get my messages. Okay, so this is like email. So like first is like email. It's like actually email. I add one time to a list. Okay. Just buying, I add one time into a list. What if my email was sent to every new? My email was sent to every new list on an email list. On the email list on day 3. For example, here's the day 3. So this like first is like email. This is first example. The second example could be like pop up on people's blog. The third example and pop up to their website, right? Okay, that's 3. Where's other ones? Many fun ways. Okay, so that's 3 examples how we can integrate. And by the way, another way is just like put your offer as part of their offer. And so when they sell yours as part of their offer. So that would be great one as well. I can put it here, like integrate weighted offers. Either yours will be like a bonus. They can call it bonus, but it's still the partner could pay you, right? Or it's just like really give them a bonus. You're not giving any money, but you get needs. So that's one way. Okay, integrated offers. But basically, you want to just get into integrated marketing process, the distribution channel. Okay, so then you will have, as long as they keep doing their business, you will have evergreen, almost like the partners doing this kind of promotions for you, right? Like you have a extra sales team. Okay, so that's definitely a great strategy, right? That's for today. The secret number 17, other people's distribution channels. So including email, like the solo here. First, he mentioned the email solo ads. That's what I mean solo, just like one time. So that's not actually so good, right? Instead of that, I would definitely focus on and physical messenger and desktop. That's like also quite a lot of us, how to say, unless they really have the messenger list and also set up the process you can get into, but I definitely prefer the third one. The last one is really integration marketing, right? This is a way you can really, like other people doing their sales process, you get into. So the more partners you have, the better. It's definitely deserve more thinking about creative ideas. How could we leverage our current, let's say, Dream 100 partners when they are selling? So you need to understand what they are selling, how they're doing their process, and how you can integrate yours into theirs. Right? That's a genius way. Tomorrow we will read the secret number 18, your affiliate army. Let's say I have only tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, I have only 2 days. 18, 19. Let me see if I can finish this. A little bit challenging. I may not fully finish. Let me see. Actually, secret 2, auto growth hacks. It's very short. Oh, this is let me see. Your affiliate army, number 18. If I can finish this 18 tomorrow, that'll be good. And Thursday will be 19. And then 20, maybe 20, I do not have the time to do it. So we only miss 1 day. Let's say. And is there any conclusion? I remember there's a conclusion on acknowledgement. That part we do not need to read. And there is a conclusion right after the 20th. So total we have 3 days reading to go, and we have only 2 days before my China traveling. Or maybe I can do one in Dubai. We will see. Okay. So everyone, and definitely happy for the progress every day, and I hope you find some interesting aha moments and inspirations, and let me know. Okay. And subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get a continuous great inspirations and practice. We also have our Instagram on our cell phone. You could follow us so we can get the daily highlights, and we will also travel, so maybe use our cell phone mobile more often. So definitely follow our Instagram and Facebook, and we also have quite more resources, including how to get this great book for free. Okay, so make sure you leverage these resources. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, okay, enjoy your today's Tuesday. See you Wednesday tomorrow. Okay.